What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Leo, and I'm back bringing you guys another Dallas Cowboys film session. This week, we're looking at that dominant defense. Last week, we did the Colts, so last week, we did the offense. But this game is against the Indianapolis Colts. Looking at the defense, like I said, what a dominating performance. I love seeing this against, the Colts are a bad team. I'm not here to brag and boast. So Here, we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to give you that. But this Colts team is a team that we should have beat like this 54-19. I didn't want, a close 1-point game or it took a game-winning drive. Eagles, things like that. But, we did what we were supposed to. This is how we should be playing against a team like this. Looking at the team stats, they had 309 total yards. We had 385 yards of offense, but we're going to get into why we didn't have no 400, 500 yards of offense, because this defense was doing work out here. 5 turnovers created. So let's get into it, man. First play. Let me just pull up my notes. First play. So let's take a look at what we got here. 6 guys on the ball. The Colts are going to run like a little inside handoff here. So we're going to take a look at DeMarcus Lawrence. So when you don't have a mobile quarterback in today's NFL, the Colts have Matt Ryan, this is what's going to happen. It's what it allows defenses to do. This defensive end can just crash freely. Now, if this is Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, guys of that nature, this defensive end has to stay on the edge for the pull, read option, to be able to defend the outside run with the quarterback. But the Colts don't have that luxury, so DeMarcus Lawrence can just crash down and smash the running back. That's easy. I also want to point out Mr. Neville Gallimore, number 96, defensive tackle for us. Just take a look at him on this play. Just standing Ryan Kelly up, who's a really good center. But that's NFL peanut butter right there. So this is going to be the Alec Pierce play. If you guys watched the game on Anthony Brown. Down here at the bottom, the big catch. So we align into 2 high off coverage out of a nickel package, 5 DBs on the field. So with the 2 high safeties to start out, as the ball is snapped, we're going to see Jaron Kearse drop down. So then that turns into a single high as Malik Hooker is going to float to the middle here. And really, it's just Anthony Brown gets beat by about a step, maybe 2 steps, and then he doesn't find the ball. So, it's just a go route. It's not like a little double move. Let's take a look more in depth here at the bottom. So, playing about 7-8 yards off. Alec Pierce does a really good job. I liked Alec Pierce coming out of college. A lot of good qualities as a receiver. But he eats up a lot of this cushion really quick. And then I think Anthony Brown just gets into his full sprint stride a little late. Like I said, by about a step, because Pierce is able to get on top of him. But Brown is in bad position, but at this point, your head needs to be turned around looking for the ball. He doesn't do that. He does that super late. Can't find it. And then when he does see it, it's going behind his head, and Pierce is able to make the catch. Good throw, keeping it to the sideline. Matt Ryan protecting the ball. Also going to see it from another angle here. Like I said, right here, and this is Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs' head is around. And if Anthony Brown's head is around, because he's not in a bad position. He's a step behind, but it's okay to play trail. But you just have to get your eyes on the football instead of playing them. And then when you do turn, it's too late at this point to react. And especially if it's, you're going to run by it. The ball's a little underthrown, but in a good way for the Colts and Matt Ryan. And he just runs by it, and he's not able to make a play on the ball. Let me pull this back. Let's look at the pass rush, too, while we're here. See Micah's side. They had the tight end here chipping. Going to see that a lot nowadays. So look what's going on the right. DeMarcus Lawrence runs a little inside stunt. Gets a little pressure in there. A good throw by Matt Ryan under pressure. Boy, hey, let me tell y'all, man, this man, Neville Gallimore, is having a game, bruh. Neville Gallimore is playing. So look here, 96 in the B gap. We got 4 guys on the ball. They have one tight end here to the right. Bring Pittman as well in motion to this right side. And this man Gallimore is just shedding blocks. So we see the right guard, the initial contact, who's going to kind of give him a little chip and then try to get to the second level. But he swims over that while the right tackle is making contact with him. He's able to swim over the guard and hold the tackle with his left arm, push him around, put him on the ground, actually, right on his ass. And yeah, he ain't tripped. That man did not trip nowhere. Nobody's around him. So look, man, we got guys, and it's good to see because the run game is where our defense was struggling a little bit. So it's good to see these guys in the nose roll, like out here playing, getting better each week. But that's just a great play. Next play here. So we see all these guys up on the ball. They have three receivers to the right. I think this is Jelani Woods, the big tight end rookie here. So we got all these guys up on the ball. Well, this is going to be cover 0, right? So we're going to rush 6. They block 6, but they their protection was either called wrong. Somebody made a mistake somewhere because Donovan Wilson in the A-gap, our safety, is just going to run straight through the A-gap untouched. And I don't know what happened with that, but put some pressure on them. You know, we got an abundance of guys that can rush the passer. Donovan Wilson as a safety blitzing, super good. We know what Micah is. Dante Fowler was a very, very, very high draft pick. I think he went 3rd in his draft class. Anthony Barr can rush. DeMarcus Lawrence, Pro Bowl rusher. Dorrance Armstrong is a premier rusher. Then we got Sam Williams. We got guys, man. Guys on guys. But right here, I don't know what happened. I'm thinking if I'm the Colts, you just have these 3 guys go to the right. He has to pick him up. He picks him up. Jonathan Taylor can pick up the edge, or the alternative is your left tackle goes here, left guard goes here, and then Jonathan Taylor meets the safety in the hole, which is probably a better matchup for him. And I think that's what he was probably supposed to do, seeing that this tackle comes out here instead of trying to like double team him. Doesn't really make sense to me. So I think that's a mental error by Jonathan Taylor, which we're going to see more in this game. As good as he is as a rusher, passer pro, he is not it. Let's see, Cole's got 2 tight ends to the left. We got 5 guys on the ball with Donovan Wilson. Here we see Sam Williams up in the game. Clark and Van Der Esch at linebacker. I think this is Jonathan Hankins taking on double teams. Hey, I like this trade a lot because this is a guy that can come in on first goal line, like, and just make plays, first down and goal line and running scenarios. See what he gets the double team. This is a big dude. This is a big boy, man. Just fighting through the double, moving, still protecting your gap. You see, it looks like we slant to the strong side too. So yeah, we slant to their strong side with these tight ends, and he's still able to get back to the left side of that A gap and make the tackle. And Van Der Esch would like him to get into that play a little quicker. This jet motion, I guess, pulls him away though. Good job by Bland filling that a little gap there. Yeah, LV, you can get in there, man. Get to the next play. So next play was pretty quick. Colts go 11 personnel, looks like, with his tight end here. We show just simple, too high, off coverage on the edges. Colts are going to run a high-low concept. And we're going to spotlight laying Van Der Esch in the middle. So, yeah, this is basic cover 2. Basic cover 2. Here's this high-low, both in breaking routes. This guy's low. This is the high man. Matt Ryan's making the read. Dots us up. Dots us up, man. This dots us up. But, yeah, I mean, it was just I think this is Leighton Vander Esch was close. This was a tight window, so I can't be like very, very upset at him. But what I will show you on this play is that being a cover guy in high school, when he's dropping into the zone, he needs to weave with the quarterback's eyes. So Matt Ryan is looking to this right the whole time. He's looking right to his right. Vander Esch is left. So when he's dropping into this deep hole, reading his eyes, he needs to be weaving to his left, not just coming out here to this other hook zone where Clark is, because then you're leaving a vacated area. But if he's moving just slightly to the right hash here, left hash for the defense, he'll be able to pick this off, because you see just how close he was to either getting a deflection or an interception. You know, whenever we're in these closer games with more competent teams, that's a big play. That's a big play. Interception there is a huge play. So I think this is just get a little bit more better technique-wise in our coverage. Still, I mean, he drops into the hole fine. He gets to the right depth when Matt Ryan's throwing this ball. Just slightly late. Slightly. Good throw by Matt Ryan. I just wish he was weaving a half of a yard to the left when Matt Ryan's staring to the right the entire play. So this is just play rec. Like we talked about Dante Fowler, high draft pick. He's really, really playing good football right now. Matt Ryan feels pressure for some reason. You can tell that he's uneasy, and that's just because of our pass rush. He's mentally not at his best right now, I can assure you, because Paris Campbell is wide open on this play, and you can see the frustration. He's not happy, but Matt Ryan really just tries to get this ball out into the flat quick. It looked like a screen was about to develop, but they don't really get up the field like that. I feel like the timing was all off, but see Dante Fowler seeing this guy, Jonathan Taylor going into the flat, so he just stops rushing, takes that away. Donovan Wilson also coming up to take that away. Matt Ryan just threw it away, but he had a guy open, so that's tough, that's tough, that's tough. And this is just Paris Campbell being wide open here. So on this play, Colts go quick. They come out of the huddle quick. They quick hike us. You see, we're not even aligned like how we should be. But at the end of the day, they have a bunch to the right up here. And then we're in man-to-man coverage, but we're playing 10 off, and when you're playing 10 off, that's kind of easy. Especially going against a bunch look with a lot of crossing going on. As you see, the guy at the top of the bunch jumps inside. These guys scissor out. Good pick here by Pittman, because he's really running like a real out route. Gets Anthony Brown. Not that Anthony Brown was making that play, but they just quick hike us. They got us on a little cheeky play there. Taking a look at this play, we see this shell look from us. Colts go spread 2x2. We rush forward. And now this is a good play by Anthony Brown, because this man just sits on this ball. Like, even though he got, with being in a cover two, as we see, Leighton's dropping to the hole, two hook guys, outside corners in the flats with two deep safes. So it's cover two. So he's not responsible for the deep ball. So when, who is this? This is Alec Pierce is running up the field. He doesn't feel threatened at all. And Pierce you can tell that he's running a slant. And Anthony Brown's not even looking at him, like, to think that he's running a slant, but he just sits, and Matt Ryan is staring this down, and he's breaking at the same time, if not before, Alec Pierce is. He's able to disrupt this pass. Great ball skills by Malik Cooker, former Colt first-round pick out of the Ohio State a couple years back. That's what he was known for coming out of college, his ball skills, able to play that single high roll. As we see there, the pass breakup. Man, DeMarcus, get out the way. Would have been tutty. Boy, them boys just crashing. Telling you, that is the thing about not having a mobile quarterback. It kills you in the league nowadays, because if he's mobile with with Curse coming off the blitz, Sam Williams coming free, pretty much damn near, there's no containment for a rollout. We're not worried about that because we playing against Matt Ryan, and this wham blocker here. One, he's probably not expecting both of them, so mentally he doesn't really know who to go for. Tries to take out Sam Williams, but he kind of just splits both of them. Sam makes the play, but them boys just crash down on that run. Now, in this running play, this was the big run by Jonathan Taylor that was almost a fumble, but it was caused by the ground. There's a lot going on in this play. There's a lot. I wish that Vander Esch could have made this play. We'll take a look at that, because this easily could have been avoided. So let's take a look at LVE here. And I need you to go attack the ball and make this play. Quit being in this little hoppy, hesitant, I'm not sure type of thing. Bro, you have to go make that play. You got to shoot that gap right here. You know it's coming. Go get him. You got to get him. You got to be quicker to that. As we see, he gets blocked, but I just wish there was more suddenness to his game than what there is. Also, Osa on this play, who's going to be he's the defensive tackle, which the run is going away from him. So you should not be getting blocked like this. And if you are, you do a good job following the play, but why are you worried about getting hands on this lineman right here? You're in a great spot for when he cuts back to make this tackle. But I don't know why he just was so kind of I'm going to push this lineman in the back. Bro, we got to get to the ball. We got to tackle the ball carrier. Because right here, you got him. So I'm just confused. Not a good play mentally by Osa Odighizuwa. And then we're also going to look at Micah. So he's up against the tight end here. Mo Alley Cox just getting a piece of him. Micah kind of drifts up the field. And what happens is that cutback is there as well. So even though I feel like Osa should have made that tackle on the cutback, Micah is still responsible for that being on the backside. He just gets up the field a little too high. Because if he's running down this 15-yard line, he would have been about right here to make that play. Good tackle, though, by Curse in the open field. So this man, I feel like it'd be harsh to say downfall, but here's a better word. With the regression of Leighton Vander Esch, I'm glad to see Damon Clark playing. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from him in these first couple of games of his NFL career. He needs to put a little bit of weight on because he looks like a DB kinda, but he's very, very quick, and he's able to get to a lot of areas on the field, cover a lot of ground, which is good, which is great actually. And I see him in the run game. He looks a lot better fitting run gaps. He looks a lot more sudden than Leighton Vander Esch is, and we'll see it on this play. So the Colts are going to run this ball up into this A gap. They're going to double team both of our defensive tackles. So if they're doing that, linebackers, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. And we see. So he doesn't just full on go, but he's in that gap. He has that gap contained, right? And then once he sees Taylor commits, he commits. And he makes this tackle through the contact of the offensive lineman. That's a play that Leighton Vander Esch isn't making. That's a play I can confidently say LVE is not making. The fact that he went through the lineman to make the tackle on one of the best running backs in the league. Love to see it. Love to see it. But this play, so we've been shaming a lot on LV. This is his best play of the game. Let that play for you. Good tack on the open field. So the Colts are in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. So we blitz Curse off the edge. So we're rushing 5. Matt Ryan, he sees that. So he gets it out hot to Jonathan Taylor on the swing. LVE is in man-to-man. We're in man-to-man across the board. He's in man with Jonathan Taylor, so he's responsible for making this play. And he does. Now, even though the Colts get positive yards on this, that's still a great tackle. Very, very, very good tackle. And we're going to see it from the other angle as he gets out there to make that play on Jonathan Taylor. Next play we got, see the Colts in shotgun formation. We are in single high. Press coverage down here, off coverage up here. So the Colts are going to run a short passing concept. We're going to rush 5. All these guys are going to come. I think Daron Bland kind of didn't get the coverage call, even though they run a slant down here. I just want to point this out before we look at Anthony Brown and the receiver at the bottom. So we're in man-to-man. I'm very confident because down here, that's a man-to-man look. Taylor flares out, man-to-man, man-to-man, man-to-man. But Bland kind of just leaves. Who's this? Paris Campbell, I think. You see he's right across from him. Van Der Esch is on the tight end. He kind of drops into like a hook. So I don't think he got the coverage call. So that's a mental mistake because Paris Campbell is raw. He is wide open over the middle field again, like we've seen earlier in the game, but he didn't get the ball. But then we're going to shift our attention down to the bottom because that didn't end up costing us the Bland mental mistake. So we see press man here. Really good job by Alec Pierce. Great release to the outside. You know, even though he's on the opposing team, I love watching receivers do work. Good release to the outside. Able to get Anthony Brown just to commit just enough. And he's reaching and grabbing instead of trying to mirror him. Gets his hips turned to the sideline. And just breaks this thing in. Good catch with his hands. Next play we got going here. Hey, man. This man, Jonathan Hankins, man. He out here eating on these boys, man. They ain't eating like how he's eating. They ain't lifting how he's lifting. But see, he just, bruh. Oh, my goodness. He just takes Ryan Kelly into the backfield. Like, bro. Great get off for a guy his size. Like, let's watch this, like, frame by frame. Look at how he's firing off the ball and just puts all of his weight into Ryan Kelly, puts him in the backfield. Dorrance Armstrong is also coming free. Let's see how he came so free. They just let him come off the backside. Micah was in there. But that's Jonathan Hankins. That is Jonathan Hankins right there. I'm going to see it from this angle. Just showing the strength advantage there over the Colts center, Ryan Kelly. So this is a touchdown pass out here. Let's just, first we'll look at this pass rush move by Micah. I got to show Micah finally getting some one-on-one work. Jumps inside. Although Matt Ryan gets it off. So let's look. So I think this was after Anthony Brown got hurt. Kelvin Joseph had to come into the game, play outside. Gave up this touchdown pass. But really, like, watching it, he wasn't in bad coverage at all. He plays it super, super good. It's just, that's a tough throw to defend. A tough route to defend. So if we look at it, let's get more in depth. So you're by yourself out here. He mirrors this well. He tries to throw a little inside jab at him for the release, but ends up going outside. He mirrors it well. He gets a hand on this shoulder. He's in his hip. just the ball being underthrown, it kind of makes Kelvin Joseph naturally run through it. And he's there at the catch point. Just a really good job shielding him off by Alec Pierce. So I don't think this is just like, damn, like, Kelvin Joseph is not able to play outside for us. Like, that's just a tough ball to defend. But this play, hey, this man Daron Bland started doing some things after this play. Like, boy. So we've seen this play. This is a 2-point conversion play for the Colts. This has been like a standard goal-to-goal 2-point conversion play in the football in general, high school, college, whatever level you're watching it at. So Matt Ryan's going to take this snap. He's going to have a personal protector in his running back. He's going to roll to the right. This is going to be a little clear out guy to get the outside corner out of the way. And then the slot, you're going to see an out route. And with him rolling right, that creates a better angle to throw this ball without the defender having a chance to get hands on it, intercept it. Because if he's throwing from here, the ball has to travel a further distance and it has to come at a different angle versus him rolling out to almost the hash and throwing it. And Paris Campbell gets the ball in his hands, but Daron Bland just shows like the fight, competitive toughness to keep going and get this ball out at the very end with his hands. Super, super good play there. Great play for him, stepping up since Jordan Lewis is out for the year. This is a guy that I think is going to be a starter on our team, like a locked-in starter for the next 4 years. I love what I'm seeing from him out of the nickel, ball skills-wise, just overall football-wise. What maybe want to see what he can do outside just to see, but I know like he can play in the slot. We see him fighting all the way through. That's what I'm talking about, because that's just great competitive toughness. We need guys like that on our defense, because Paris Campbell has this ball. He has it right here. And you see Bland being in the air. He's still fighting, tugging it, gets just enough of it to get it loose. Man, I love seeing that. Back this up some. So what you're going to see on this play from the Colts, they're going to run a little play action into a screen. So that's really, really good design. I like things like that. And they catch our guys rushing up the field because, we sack hungry. We're sack hungry. We're leading the league in sacks. We're trying to just add to that total. Late in the ball game, we're up. So we see Micah gets up the field. Sam Williams is up the field. So this tight end, Mo Alley Cox, catches a screen. What's the guy? Damon Clark coming over there, stripping the ball, getting a takeaway. Turns into a scoop and score for that man, Malik Hooker. Really, 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 really good play by Damon Clark. Take a look at it from this angle. See, that play action sucked us up too, but Damon pulls it out. I'm getting to this next play. I got like 3 plays left for us. So this play, the Colts are going to run this motion coming this way, and then the tight end is going to go back into the flat, as there's going to be a play action bootleg to the right. Just watch Daron Bland on this play. Covering ground, left to right. And Micah as well. Micah does a good job. Micah lets his tight end cross his face, but he's still in a position to run him down, because Micah would catch him before he gets to the first down marker if there was nobody there. But Daron Bland ends up being there. Again, floats to the run side, sees the play action, great reaction, great processing of what's going on, and then he breaks on this ball, one-on-one tackle in open field. And then we're going to see another superstar play by that man right after we see the angle on this play we just watched. So this is going to be another play from Daron Bland. This is going to be the last play that I got. We're going to see him. Actually, oh my goodness. Never mind. I got 2 more plays. The 2 Daron Bland interceptions. This is the ball skills. Like, there's not really much to like technically that I wanted to like talk about or coverage wise. There's just good ball skills in the air. Really, really good contested catch. Now this play, he's gonna be in the slot here in the nickel. Let me see the route concept again. Okay, they run a little curl route with the end, so it's like another high-low. A lot of high-low concepts from the Colts, as we've seen. The right throw to make would have been here, but Matt Ryan. So he ends up being late to this throw, and he leaves it inside. And for our defensive backs, if a quarterback throws it late and inside on an outbreaking route, that should be picked every time. There's no excuse. Like, if they're throwing it late inside, then you are in, and we don't make that interception or at least get a pass deflection, you are in terrible position. So he ends up getting the pick, but right here he breaks it down. He's coming outside. This ball should have been out right here. Matt Ryan is holding on to it, allows Bland to make up ground. And this is a great catch, though. And again, the competitive toughness to wrestle. Damn. I need to chill, bro. The competitive toughness to wrestle it from the wide receiver. I love what I'm seeing from 26, Daron Bland. Just bringing like competitive spirit to our side. He had a hell of a game. So, superstars of the game for the defense, I got to go with Daron Bland for sure. Then I got to go with Jonathan Hankins as my number 2. And then number 3 is tough. It's like, it's between Damon Clark and Neville Gallimore. I'm going to give it to Gallimore. Show some love to them defensive tackles. But anyways, that's going to conclude this video. I got it out a little bit later than what I would have liked to. Just got a lot going on at home. But anyways, we play the Texans tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Need to do the same thing we did to the Colts. Same thing. Needs to be a very easy win. You know, we don't need to come in there sleeping, playing down to our competition. Should be a win. But other than that, if you guys got any other type of videos you want to see, let me know in the comment section. Comment in general. Let me know what you thought about the Colts game. It could be offense and defense. It doesn't just need to be defense. Make sure you guys like, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you have a good day. Appreciate it.